Welcome everybody to Start GB's open house event. I've got the main man with me, Steve. You have been so busy already this morning. We've literally struggled to even get Steve on camera. I know you love coming on camera anyway.
It's the highlight of every year doing this.
Yeah. But it's really, really busy. So Steve, your open house, you do it every year. What's new this year? What's exciting?
Machine-wise, we've only got one new model. We've got an upgrade of another one, which Alec will explain later. But I think a lot of the partner companies have got some innovative equipment, technology that's here really to enhance our customer experience. They know what our machines do, but it's latest developments in technology that can enhance their production.
Okay, and with that being the case, what's happening in industry at the moment? What's the general
Not
vibe?
a lot. Not a lot. I think no. I think everybody knows it's been tough for the last 10 to 12 months. You know, a lot of uncertainty in the world. Certain sectors are busy. Defence is good, aerospace, but our general customer base, subcontractor, are a little bit subdued, and there's a nervousness. We've got another budget coming up that's going to deter people at the moment. But there's a few green shoots, there's a few more inquiries, rather than us trying to generate inquiries. There are people contacting us, and this week alone we've already took a couple of orders, one completely out of the blue, some good inquiries. So from holding an open house perspective, it's been a great start.
You know what, and it's interesting, you know, I've spoken to some of your customers this morning, and people want to see the technology, they're interested, they want to hear about what's new, and if they are using other suppliers in industry, they want to find out that they're interested in the tech now. It's not just a case of going, you know what, they want to see what's out there. I think that's what it is.
I mean, we saw each other in Emo, and you know, there wasn't too many Brits travel, but I walked around, and the amount of new innovative, you know, robots, automation was everywhere, and people and data capture and things like that. Not just directly buying machines, but what else you can buy to improve your manufacturing.
You know, we talk about automation all the time, and it's them people actually. It's not about talking about it, it's coming here and seeing it, which I think is the most important.
Exactly. I mean, I've spoke to a couple of customers this morning, or one of the potential customers has been looking at our software, NC Assist, and now it's 3D. They're like, wow. And it's a low entry software package, but then they're saying that's great for training people because they can physically see what they've done.
Yes.
So rather than, you know, most of our machines don't have a simulation, and being able to see it visually, they can see that as a great training aid to get youngsters into the industry.
Absolutely, that is something that was majorly talked about during Emo. Some exciting news. It's kind of sad news though that's happening here as well. Go on, tell us.
Yeah, this bar signing the contract. This will be our last open house. We should be relocated by February into a new building that's currently being built.
You just said last open house. Last open house here?
Here.
Or
oh yeah.
yeah, I was like that. Ooh.
Yeah, or maybe not. No, last. So hopefully next year after Mac, we'll be holding an event as an opening of the new building and a sort of mini open house then. But information will be given out once contracts are signed. But we're 99% there.
So exciting. And any kind of lasting messages, because we're going to go on a tour in just a few minutes, and there's something exciting that's been produced at the show as well, isn't there?
Well, there's been a couple of exciting bits. The news from Tom was one of them. We probably can't divulge that. But no,
I'll tell you maybe a little bit later. Tom's Emo experience.
Our guys have sort of carte blanche to design and build what they want. Alec always mentions roughly what he's going to do, and I said, look, you get you know the timelines, you get ahead with it. I think this year has topped everything we've made. Not just what it is and what it does, but the component parts inside it, how it all fits. I'm going to take one to Japan. I think
are you? Yeah. See, the man himself. He's like Chaz was holding it earlier and went, I want one of those and I want to take it to Japan. You're proud?
Yeah,
You're proud.
They've done a tremendous, I mean, we tell people all that we've got a great team of application engineers and service engineers, but the apps guys, they deliver this. They were here Saturday and things like that, putting time in off their own back to make sure what we deliver is something that people will pick up and remember us and also see what the machines can do.
Right, on that note, I'm going to take you guys over to Chaz and find out a little bit more. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's interesting is I went to a recent case study with the guys from Star. In fact, he's just there actually, David's there. So we went to your facility, I'm talking about your facility.
Hello.
Ben, who's one of the members of the applications team, has got his business card and they've put it on a magnet onto David's machine. And I really like that, is the fact that it's about having that support from Star, and I think that's a big thing that we talk about, is support with yourselves.
Absolutely, yeah. Our support is second to none.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we pride ourselves on giving that support to our customers. Whether they've got one machine or 10 machines or 50 machines, it'll always be 100% support.
And then also at the open house, the team like to challenge you to something that's quite interesting, don't they?
Always, every time.
So what have they challenged you to this year, Chaz?
To make a micrometer. So it was to basically create a part that we could make on our machines, show all the different features of how to make a micrometer, and then basically give the final assembled product to our customers.
You like a challenge, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Wouldn't shy away from it.
So what were maybe the hurdles during this then? Because of course what I think is really nice is the fact that your users will be using this on a daily basis. Yes,
they'll use the product. The hurdles were to try and make the ratchet mechanism work effectively.
I'm going to twist that then.
Yeah, you carry on. Yeah.
And you're showcasing at this event then, on every single machine here, all of these components that can be made on the machines.
Yeah, that is correct. All the machined parts in the micrometer are made on our machines, using different from turn parts, basic turn parts, to mill turn parts, and to non-turn parts such as the frame.
Yeah, because you wouldn't normally recognise that particular component there, would you, to go, I'm going to put that on a slider?
No, you wouldn't, because it's not a conventional part, it's not a turn part. You'd probably put it onto a milling machine, but our part, we can design parts, as long as we can fit it within inside the material diameter, we can make that part. Doesn't matter what shape it is.
And this is a giveaway at this event, isn't it?
That is correct, yeah.
And the open house is also on tomorrow, so if you come along, can anybody get one?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, you'll just have to come to the event and see. Okay, thank you so much, Chaz, and I'm hoping we can produce some more content on that. So I'm going to take that with me if that's okay. I'll steal it. I've stolen it. It's mine. Thanks, Chaz. Right, okay, now Tom and Alec are going to take you on a tour of some of the new technology that they've got. If you have a look around here, have a look at all these people here. So you're going to struggle getting through the crowds.
It's going to be good fun though.
It's going to be good fun.
You know what, I get the fun bit of this now because I get to talk about all these machines and find out what's exactly happening. So, Lyndsey, thank you. I'm going to take that from you. So we're going to find out on which machine each part is made.
Okay, I can remember.
Alec, the SP32. We'll start here, and then, as Lyndsey said, it is very, very busy. So getting through might be quite
We'll do
fun.
our best.
We'll do our best. So, the SP32, what can you tell me about it?
Okay, so this is the UK premiere. Machine's going to be launched early next year. Okay, this is an entry-level model, 7 axes. Obviously, it'll be a good machine for the UK market. It's a little bit of a step up for customers that have got very old SR32Js. So that's where we kind of see it fitting in, so to speak, into our portfolio.
So obviously you're making this incredible looking
but
demo.
we're not making any of the parts on this machine.
Oh, beautiful.
This is a Japanese demo.
Right, so can you talk me through, I'm going to run over quick and grab one of these demos. So what can you tell me about this demo you're making on this machine?
Okay, so on the main spindle, we're doing the engraving, we're doing the boring, we're doing all the internal work. And on the back spindle, we're doing the star sort of polar interpolation. So it just showcases lots of the different features that we can do on this particular machine.
What's some of the problems people would face trying to machine that without a machine like this?
Well, again, we're knocking this out in one operation. So front
One
and
and
back
done.
spindle. So, yeah, if you didn't have the 7 axes, for sure you might have to do it multi-op. But yeah, it's to be honest, it's a fairly basic part for a sliding head machine.
Now, you know what? This is why I love interviewing people that deal with sliding head machines, because this is a simple part. This is not a simple part.
Well, it is for us.
It is to you, and it is to the machines you have. Now, if I was trying to make this on my 3-axis machine, then we'd have some problems.
We would.
But again, it's a great demo to showcase what the machine can do, but it also showcases different operations the machine can do.
Yeah, we've got a bit of keyway, we've got a bit of engraving on there, a bit of face drilling. So yeah, multiple operations, but yeah, like I say.
I just love how to you this is just an everyday occurrence. So
I don't get too excited about the Japanese demos, I apologise.
now, Alec, we're going to try and get his way through here. Now, just as we're working his way through, you've got a lot of suppliers here today.
We have.
What's the benefits of having such a wide variety of suppliers at your disposal?
Well, I think it's great for them. They can showcase their new technology. If that new technology, we can fit it on our machines, we do. Great for the customers to sort of network with, different sectors, different people. And it's all about, building relationships and so forth. So it's good for them, it's good for us, it's good for the customers.
Now, I like that. It's all about building relationships to give the customer the best experience they can have.
For sure.
Now, the SB20R2?
Correct.
Oh, it's all numbers and letters. Now, please tell me we are making something.
We are. We're doing the.
What are we doing on this one?
We're doing the drive pin. So this is in the internal body of the micrometer. So it's a 316 part. We're doing this side on the main spindle, machining the little drive key there, and then we're doing the thread and the face on the back spindle. So 316, using a bit of SCP to break up the swarf as we do it. So.
And what's the benefits of using that? Because obviously swarf's a big one.
Yeah, well, 316 is notoriously stringy, so it's great to have, a bit of chip breaking software on there to break up those strings.
And that also must give your customers confidence, because let's be honest, most people that have a sliding head machine are running lights out. You don't want to come back the next day to a big bird's nest of scrap.
That's what it's about, efficient machine management, and having chip breaking software built into the machine really helps with the efficiency of the process.
And I think we've got to mention the hydrofeed section at the end of this machine.
Yeah, well, we've got a separator here, we've got another one over there with a conveyor belt on it. So obviously on a star, we're knocking out parts very frequently, so they do accumulate at the other end of the machine. So having something like this is ideal, just to sort of separate the parts up into different groups.
And that again makes it easy for the customer when everything's done.
Oh, for sure.
Just to pick them up and away they go.
Well, what we'd normally do is we'd put, say, 200 in one segment, and then put one part in the following segment, and then we inspect that part, and we know that 200 is all good. That's the normal way you do it.
Well, it's always
again,
about
saving time.
Saving time and making it easy. Now,
Absolutely.
we're going to move on, and we've got customers in front of this machine. I don't really want to try and push them out the way, but talk me through the SD26, the Type E.
Right, this machine, we're doing the ratcheting mechanism, which is, again, built into the centre of the micrometer. So this gives us the little drive and the reverse rotation. So to do that particular feature, we are using the B-axis in this particular machine. So this will go up to 26 mil, 9-axis machine with a fully programmable B-axis.
Now that is not a simple operation to do. And obviously you've got to make both these parts identical so they match. So talk me through repeatability, because that's a big one.
Well, sliders notoriously repeat very accurately. Okay, every machine has got a sort of a warm-up sort of few minutes, but once they're stabilised, these machines will hold microns all day long. So really, really accurate pieces of kit. And what we're doing with this particular, there's two parts. They look very similar, but they're actually different. So one cycle we make the sort of male version of it, the next cycle we make the female version of it. So yeah,
and
knocking them out in pairs, so to speak.
And you're using the B-axis to machine that?
We're machining all those little serrations with the B-axis, yeah.
Wow, that's just, do you know what, even just the size of them and being, now I haven't got my glasses on, I know you to even see that, but again, what you can do on a sliding head machine always amazes me.
Yeah.
Honestly, some of the things you can make. Now, this doesn't look like a normal star sliding head machine.
It's a fixed head, that's why.
Right, talk me through, because this is brand new?
It's not brand new, we launched this a couple of years ago. So this machine goes up to 51mm. So 51mm for a slider is too big, so we've got a fixed headstock machine. It's making the caliper.
Now I think we need to show the camera this, because to make that in one go with all the operations in there, and
it is pretty cool, to be fair.
I want to know how you're clamping it, because how are you clamping the second side once you've machined, because that's a lot of material to remove.
Yeah, well, basically if I take that, we're doing it that way out, okay. So we're balance milling these surfaces, we're doing all the engraving, we're doing this feature at the back, the tapped hole, and then when we're clamping it, we're sort of clamping it like this in the sub-spindle, and we're doing the interpolation and the thread in the sub-spindle. So it's main spindle heavy in terms of machining processes, but again, yeah, really cool.
But I like
component.
how this shows that you don't need to have a round part to clamp in your sub-spindle.
Oh God,
you can clamp all weird and wonderful shapes.
Prismatic parts, no problem.
There'll be quite a few people who don't realise that could be made in one hit, which
come to the event and see it happening.
I think people need to keep coming and talking to you. Now, before we move on to the next machine, there's another part of this I'd like to talk about, and it's just round this corner.
Yeah.
You have an LNS section.
Well, we have. We've spec'd this up, pretty much exclusively for LNS. So we've got the QLS 65 bar feeder, we've got the Fox extraction, and we've got the B series high pressure coolant system that's knocking out 70 bar on turret 1 and turret 2. So yeah, loads of peripherals. But like I say, we like to not just showcase peripherals, we like to fit them to our machines so the customer can actually see them in action. That's the main thing.
You're not just telling a customer how good it can be, you are showing a customer how good it can be. Now we have 3 machines left to go, and also there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, and that's software, but we're going to mention that after the next machine, because a lot of people will think programming a sliding head might be quite difficult, but you guys make that quite easy. So, but we'll get onto that. The SR32 J3 Type B.
Yeah,
basically. And I didn't look at that, I promise. I tried to memorise that.
Our most popular machine in the range. So we can stretch this up to 35mm. What we're showcasing on this is a couple of mechanical options that we've added. We've got an internal bed wash, which we've not shown before. We've got a wash gun on the side, again, so when the door's open you can clean the swarf down really easily. We're doing the knurled handle. Okay, again.
Sorry, I'm taking this from you because knurling is still black magic.
It's not really. Come on.
When you watch it knurl, it's one of the most mesmerising operations
cool.
You can see.
So this is just form knurl in the brass, fairly easy in brass. And,
but again, I love it. It's just so easy and so simple to you. Everything is just, yeah, we can do that, and yeah, that's that, and yeah, whatever. And it's just, honestly...
Well, I say me, not me, the application team, to be fair.
But this is it,
I'm very rusty on the programming.
I never got to run a sliding head machine, so I see all this, it's like, it all just blows my mind what you can do. And again, in such a small footprint. Yeah. That's another thing, these machines don't take up much room at all on your
They've got to
floor.
be compact, definitely.
Now, software. We've spoke a lot about different types of machines, but how do you program them?
Well, we've got a couple of different types of software that we use, for sure. Sometimes for the really, really complicated stuff, we use CAD-CAM software, obviously. But for a lot of the parts, we can use our Star NC Assist, which we're showing on the screen there.
But this isn't your... can we call this like version 2? of your
Yeah.
MC Assist?
Well, every year we put more functions and features into the software. This year it's a bit of a step change really, because now we've got a brand new simulation engine. So customers can not only program the parts really easy, they can see the finished part being machined, because this software now includes 3D simulation, it includes tool libraries as well. So it's quite straightforward now to actually put the program together, simulate what you're actually going to get from the machine, and see it.
And again, with how fast these machines run, you must be taking quite a lot of stress out of your customers, because to be able to see it work and not just put a program in and go,
Yeah.
I hope that's going to work.
But quite literally, that program is as it would go into the machine tool. So you're seeing exactly what you're going to get before you put it into the machine.
And we're talking about what you can see here, but it's not just that. You've actually brought this to the machine. So if we move slightly this way, talk me through the second screen, because I've never seen this configuration before.
Well, this is a slightly different piece of software, okay? So this is nothing related to the programming. This is tool load monitoring, okay? So what we've got here, we've got Blum's TMAC system. So the idea of this is we can load up the machine with different sensors. The TMAC system monitors the sensors, and we can interrupt the machining cycle if there's a problem. For example, if we've got a lot of vibration on the bar feeder, we can interrupt the cycle and slow the processing down so the vibration dies away on the bar feeder and you can still make good parts. Alternatively, on the second spindle, if you get a bit of tool wear or a tool break or so forth, you can retract the sub-spindle away, park it, and stop the process, so it's nice and safe. So this software is like process protection software, if you like.
So if you've got a problem coming up, it's sort of preventative problem, because you can see a problem's forming before you have it.
For sure, you've got multiple sensors that you can fit to the machine. Obviously on this one we've just got the two, sub-spindle load sensor, and we've got a vibration sensor on the back of the spindle, but you can have lots of more sensors. So it's a really good system.
But that just shows that if you buy a star sliding heads, you're not just buying a machine, you're buying so much that can go with that to make your application safe.
It's about controlling the process. Okay, when we do a turnkey, for example, we control the tools, we control the program, but overall you're controlling the process. You want to give the customer the best process you can give him so he can, make the part successfully. Peripherals like this just improve the process that step more, basically.
And obviously that's why customers keep coming back to you guys. Now we've got one machine left to finish on, so we're heading over now to the SR20.
It's the SR20 R4 Type E, so it's the next iteration of the R4. So 9-axis machine with a B-axis. We are doing this component, again, 316 stainless with the slots, thread either end. So again, involved in the center of the micrometer, if you like. So
but
yeah.
This is, again, you're just showcasing what these machines can do. Because do you ever get from customers when you say, 9-axis, you get that worry face? Straight up, people go, what do I do with that?
You can do, but part of our jobs, I guess, is to build confidence in the customers. Obviously, we've got the programming software to help them program the machines, but it definitely isn't black magic. I'll keep saying it. It's not. It's just programming a slightly different way to suit the machine, to suit the application.
Well, Alec, it's been such good fun being able to walk around your showroom and see some of the UK exclusive machines you've got. Now, from me, I'm going to finish this tour by running off and getting myself one of these free micrometers, because I'm going to take one home. So, Alex, thank you, and I'll see you again.
You're welcome.